tonight. Give yourself a round of applause for coming out for our friend Tina tonight. Your night, congratulations. I got a full house tonight.
Wait a minute, I only get one night? Every night's not my night?
Fantastic. We're going to have a great time tonight, but before we get the show started, we're going to have a few words for the lady of the hour. Come on over here.
Oh, now I'm down to an hour. I had a night, now I'm down to an hour. And he also thinks I'm only going to say a few words. He gave me a mic. His problem, not mine. I am out of the house for the first time in 117 days. Woohoo! So good luck to anybody trying to get me home. It's not going to happen. You're going to have to hog-tie me and my wheelchair and try to figure that out because I like being around all of you wonderful people. But a couple of things. I'm going to warn you all. Be very careful when you're stuck at home and you're Googling. Because I Googled the 7-day trial of disability and I forgot to cancel. Now I'm stuck like this. And now we have to have events like this just for people like me. So, you know, it's all good, but I cannot thank you all enough for coming tonight for a worthy cause because nobody should not be able to go anywhere that they want to go because the world is not ready for us. Well, the world better figure it out really fast because I'm done being home and I'm done anybody else missing out on anything else. So we're going to make this happen for me tonight so I can go to Washington and be a voice for all of us and make it happen for all of us. So again, thank you all so much for being here tonight and that was just a few words.
Thank you, Tina. Give it up for Tina. We're going to start in just about 30 seconds before we get started. Just to give a shout out to a couple special people in the audience. And one would be the mayor. Stand up, Mr. Mayor. Danny Hopkins, stand up over here. Came out to support. Give it up for him. He walked across the street. I don't think so. I think he valeted you. Did you valet this car? And also, Mr. Ed Brady. Mr. Ed Brady. Let's put this building together. It's an amazing thing. And my dear friend Ernie Amonte is in the audience tonight. Ernie Amonte. Fantastic. And how about the staff here at the Comedy Park? Give it up for the staff. They'll be coming around, you know, seeing if you need anything, so don't worry about that. We are going to stop in 30 seconds.
You said 30 seconds ago. Huh? No, I don't.
Comedy Park, comedy for a cause. Thank you so much for being here tonight, guys. Again, give it up for yourselves for being here to support such a good cause. Before we get started, we just have a couple rules here at a comedy show. Just want to make sure you guys are aware of them. First, please make sure that we silence our cell phones. Number 2, let's make sure we keep our table talk to a minimum. And number 3, most important rule, laugh. You guys are out here supporting a good cause, have some fun, all right? You guys ready for your comedy host of the evening? I'm gonna bring him up. This guy, he is one of New England's fastest rising comedy stars. His bio is 10 pages long. One of the best I've ever seen. Please give it up for my very good friend, Andrew Haskell, everybody. It's me. Oh my God. You guys were excited too. You're like, I can't wait what this guy looks like. I don't know. All right. The other guy told you about the 3 rules, right? Cool. Awesome, guys. I'm like a natural when it comes to giving out the rules at a show, though, because I am a teacher, and I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, it's very weird for me to talk about, but yeah, teachers. I never talk about being a teacher on stage. It's very weird for me, and I'll tell you why. I just don't like joking about educating the youth of our country. I don't like joking about it. I don't like doing it either, but I gotta pay the bills. I don't know what to tell you. I get told all the time, they're like, dude, you do stand-up comedy. Oh man, you must be so brave, man. That's so scary to go up there and talk into a mic. I said, I teach 6th graders. Nothing is scary to me. I walked into a building and I said, give me the job where I'm teaching kids at the age where they start to go goblin mode. Stand-up comedy is not scary to me. I know the words that hecklers use. I know when somebody stands up in the back and says, you suck. I know what that means. I don't know what it means when a 12-year-old calls me chuggy. I don't know. Thank you. That's not part of my act. It's Friday. It's been a long week. I had to get that off my chest. I appreciate you guys. I'm very excited to be out here at a comedy show because my wife is not here. Not what you think. She's not allowed at comedy shows anymore because we were at a show once. We were in the audience. We were sitting in the front row. Typically at shows, people sit in the front row. I don't know. It's open, Mr. Mayor, if you want. I don't know. He didn't even stand up when we told him to stand up. He's not coming to the front row. I don't know. So we were sitting in the front row, and there was a comic on stage, and he said something I don't remember the specifics, I apologize, but he did say something along the lines of, gentlemen, I have a tip for you. It doesn't matter how small your penis is. None of those pills they advertise actually make it bigger. And my wife decided right up front that was the perfect time for a back rub. You guys got the optics of that without having to see that. That's great. Yeah. Me and my wife, we got married last year. Thank you. Most people send cash, but clapping is cool too. The mayor didn't clap, by the way. Is Channel 12 still here? It was real special for me at the wedding. It was a cool moment for me at the wedding because we both come from divorced families. And I was sitting, I was giving my speech at the wedding, right? And I was looking out. Usually at weddings, people sit in the front row. But I was giving my speech, and I saw all 4 of our parents there. And I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. Like, of all the birthdays and graduations and holidays where these people couldn't stand to be in the same room, today, my wedding, they made it work. And I just thought, it's incredible what a parent will do for you when you pay for your own wedding. Yeah. When you're the one paying for the food, they'll show up. That's incredible. Yes. I wanted to do something special for myself, for the wedding. So I went and got a suit tailor-made for myself. Went to a tailor, got a custom suit. I did not realize that this would happen. I started telling all my friends about the tailored suit. They all started making the same joke. They all said, oh, you went to the tailor. I hope he didn't measure too high on your inseam. I hope he didn't get too handsy when he measured your inseam. I was like, relax. He was never gonna touch me there. He's a professional. And I knew he was a professional because he did it way quicker than my Little League coach. They're just jokes. I didn't make the Little League team, so you don't have to worry about that. I did get married before 30, though, and people started asking me, oh, married before 30, how do you know she's the right one? How do you know it was the right time? It was marriage in 2022. It's someone to chit-chat with between murder documentaries. I don't know. It's somebody else in the house so that dog doesn't think I'm a weird loser. Speaking of which, are there any single dog owners here? Yeah, they're not normally in group settings. Way in the back? Not a solo dog. The guy was like, I'm the only guy in America with one dog. Oh, that's the first time that's happened to me. Oh my God. Even when I workshopped that joke on my 6th graders, they got it. Now, you don't normally find the single dog owners in a group crowd, but you know who did start to kind of question if it was the right time to get married? My wife. It was out of nowhere, but right before the wedding, she started to ask, she got really nervous. She said, I don't know, are you gonna I don't want you to become one of those masculine one, never been mistaken for that. And she knows that. I changed my deodorant recently, okay? Yeah, really good deodorant. You know the ones that smell like sandalwood and Republicans? And she took one smell of me, and she went, oh my God, I love that. This is what you would smell like if you were rugged. Thank you, whoever said if, yes, thank you, that, you got it. So she knew that, but she did say, no, I worried that you could become one of those misogynistic husbands that believes the wife's place is in the kitchen. I said, darling, you are the love of my life. You are my best friend in the world. I would never say that your place is in the kitchen. I mean, you can only undercook rice so many times. Trying to work on my self-esteem a little bit, if you guys can tell. I don't have great self-esteem. Whoever said I know, thank you. You know how I realized I don't have great self-esteem though? In a public restroom. Because I started to notice, if I go into an empty public restroom, I'll still go to the little man urinal. Because in my mind, a more deserving man may show up. And he would move me over midstream if he needed to. Mr. Mayor, that's a real fear that I have. That somebody would do that to me for a second time. It's actually how I met Mike. So, Mike's the other guy, the big guy that was up here. Bigger than me. Better self-esteem than me. I realize why I don't have great self-esteem though. I told you I come from a divorced family, right? I also come from a poor family. Which means I kind of got dicked because my parents couldn't even try to buy my love. That's important to a kid's self-esteem. I don't know. And they made it very clear they weren't going to try to buy my love, Because when you get divorced, you sit the kids down, you tell them this isn't your fault. They blamed me because it was the cheapest option. My dad said, you want a bike for your birthday? It's already your fault you get 2 Christmases. Guys we just had Christmas time, right? I guess it's March now, but for the sake of this joke. However, you guys ever hear this before? It's better to give than to receive. You guys ever hear that around Christmas time? It's better to give than to receive. Oh. I bet I'm the only one who heard it for the first time in a letter from Santa Claus. I still remember the note. It said, Dear Andrew, I know things are a little light this year, but remember, it's better to give than to receive. P.S. I talked to Mickey Mouse. He's closing Disney World. Can you stop asking to go? They're just jokes. Don't worry. They're just jokes. Never made it to Disney World. All right. So up to today's date, things are getting a little tough, money-wise. Anybody feeling that one? Nah, you guys are good. You're all donating money. You guys are good. The poor jokes aren't going to work on you guys. You are a good crowd. It's been tough. Money's getting so tight, somebody started asking me for money. Me, a known poor. It's been weird though, because they've been in my life for a long time. They keep asking me for money and asking and asking. It's gotten so tough that I won't even answer the phone when I see National Grid calling. It's just, I don't know. I actually tried to, I tried to get some money back from National Grid. We had a power outage, we had a storm. So I called them, I said, hey, there was that storm, you weren't providing power. Could I get like a discount? You weren't doing, and they said, sir, we have a long-standing policy where we're not gonna give you money back because of the weather. I was like, that's fine, that's cool. And it's interesting because I have a long-standing policy where I don't pay the bill if the Knicks don't cover the spread. I don't actually bet on sports. I'm not cool enough to do that. I was barely cool enough to play sports. I wasn't that cool in high school. I wanted to be cool. So I came up with a plan. I joined the football team. But I wore number 66 in honor of Order 66 from Star Wars. And I know what you're probably asking yourself. I wonder if he was any good at football. And to answer your question, I wore number 66 in honor of Star Wars. But I did love football. I loved football. So I decided to make it part of my life for the past 8 years. On top of teaching, I've also coached high school football. And that does not deserve a clap. I was pausing for effect, not clapped. But if you want to, I guess. But let me ask you this. Do you know how hard it is to coach football when you sucked at football? It's tough, and the kids, they want to hear about, like, you got to tell them war stories. I coach with, like, guys who are really good football players. It gets tough. You start going around the circle. Guys like, I remember the best game I ever played in. I remember the coldest game I ever played in. Gets to me, I'm like, I remember the game I played in. We have a lot of football fans here? Yeah, football fans? Yeah. This is how I'll explain to you. This is how over the head I am with coaching football. They have me coach the special teams. That's the kickers and the punters. And it's high school football, so it's the same kid. And he's kind of a dick to me. I don't know. Not smart. I wasn't smart. I don't know. You know what? None of us are as smart as we think we are, though. That's one thing that I've definitely learned in life, and we all need to learn. Not as smart as I think I am. Like this. I'll give you an example. I wanted to go get my dad tickets to go see his favorite band in the world, which is Kiss. Any Kiss fans here? Yeah, Kiss. I made a mistake. Not as smart as I think I am. I didn't get him tickets to go see Kiss. I accidentally got him tickets to go to this all-priest Catholic rock band. They were called Touch. Not as smart as I think I am. You know who else is not as smart as they think they are? HGTV. You know why HGTV is not as smart as they think that? They passed on my TV show, Mr. Mayor. They passed on my TV show. It was called Love It, or List It, or Burn It Down for the insurance money. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. That's fine. I don't like picking on other people, so I just... Another one, I'm not as smart as I think I am. I always thought that the term Esquire was what you used for a male escort. But, I mean, either way, it costs you $200 an hour, so... Before I keep this thing going, I want you guys to understand something about me. If you take one thing about me today, and it's really important because, I mean, you seem like the right people to help me out. I want to be rich. And I know that doesn't sound controversial, but I'd like it to be controversial because I want to be so rich that people protest it. Like, you know how You know how like on the internet nowadays there are people that are like, billionaires shouldn't even exist. And I'm like, yeah, that's messed up. But could I have a turn? I told that joke recently, and from the very back of the room, in the most smug voice I've ever heard in my life, some guy goes, you know, if you want to be that rich, then why don't you effing work for it? But see, that's messed up because I didn't even invite my dad. Now, are you guys ready to keep this show going? All right, this next guy, he won the Cape Cod Comedy Contest. Very funny guy. Give it up for Tom Stewart.
Before I start, I'll clear it up.